Hello again and welcome back to the rental department at Van Walt Limited. Today we're going to have a look at servicing the bladder pump. Now the two bladder pumps we have available in our rental department is this 44mm and a 22mm for smaller wells. Just going to have a quick look at this pump in its entirety. So how does this work? Well, inside we have the bladder. We'll unscrew the pump head. And there we have it. And essentially what's happening here is the natural pressure of the water is inflating this bladder, and then once it's inflated we're going to pump in fresh air through this valve, and it's going to squeeze all of the water up through the product hose. Now, in order for this to happen efficiently, a few things need to happen. Firstly, we need a bladder that's not distorted like this. This one is well past its use date. What we're looking for is a nice round bladder. Okay, and the second thing is there's a check valve in the top here that's located under the product valve here, and there's also a check valve that's located in the pump head. So this check valve will let water in but not out, and this check valve will let water up but not back down again. So these valves need to be operating correctly as well. Okay, so we'll put that away and we'll look at the basic components. This is a service kit, everything in here that you need to service. We'll start by looking at the pump head. I've already taken this apart. The last thing I haven't done yet, if I pull this top off, the check valve is in there. Let's just pop that out. So we've got a nice clean check, and it's nice and clean inside, so when that sits in there that will seal correctly. And then the cap here, and we're just going to press that in, and we have a spare O-ring in our kit. Okay, and there we go. And now we have the screen for the head. We can just pop that in there, and the cap can sit in there. And then we have one of these little spring washers, and we should be able to push that. There we have it. Right, so that's the pump head complete. Now let's have a look at the other check valve, and that's located under this barb here. So this is our product out. There's our little hanger, and there we have again a little check ball, and we're going to check that everything is clean inside and there's no obstruction that's going straight through. So that's good. We're going to put that back. When we screw this back on, we're going to use some fresh PTFE. I'm not going to do that now, but you'll want to do that. So just regular PTFE tape from the plumbers, and we can wind it back on. Hanger's getting in the way a little bit. There we go. And of course, being American, we've got a imperial spanner here. What's that? 9/16. Okay, so we'll just do that up. Good. All right. Right. Now we need some sleeves. Here are our sleeves. What we're going to do first is pop the first sleeve on like so. Okay, and now we can install the bladder. And at this point here, I'm actually going to put my other sleeve on. I'm going to pull it right over the top. There we go. And the same with this sleeve. Fit that over the top. Now we can pull this home. Little wiggle, and there we are. So that's home. We'll put the locking sleeve over the top. And the same on this side. Okay, good. And we're locked on. Either way on this pipe, doesn't really matter, they're both the same finish on either side. Squeeze the top home, then come back to the bottom. And there we have it. Our pump's back together. And the last thing we're going to do is pressure test this. And once you've got this tube over at least 2 barbs, okay, and the same here, that is actually strong enough to hang just by the tubing alone. We do have a hanger here on the larger pump. On the small pump there is no hanger, it hangs purely on the tubing alone. Okay, so let's pressure test this. We're looking to get a full test of 100 psi. Now would be a good time to wear my safety glasses. Pump on. Now I've got my discharge time wound all the way up so that I can get the pressure I'm looking for. And there we are. We've just about hit 100 psi. Shut that down. So that's good to go. We haven't got any leaks. We've checked that everything's clean and that the check valves are operating correctly, and now we're good to go for a sampling session.